Hello, everyone. Welcome to Small Biz Tips. Geez, 3, 4 years ago, I had an opportunity to meet this guy, and he was so full of energy. He blew my mind. I was so impressed by him. I finally had a chance to get him on the pod today. Guys, I'm excited for you to meet Dr. Edward. What's up, man?
What's up, Joe Bert? Long time no see, man.
I know, it's insane, but I'm so happy that you decided to jump on and share some gems with us. Before we dive into, all the good knowledge that you have for us, who is Dr. Edward?
Man, look, I grew up in Memphis, Tennessee,
Hmm.
retired military, United States Marine.
Thank you for your
Did two
service.
tours, one in Kandahar, one in Fallujah.
Wow.
Been homeless before,
What?
lost a son,
Wow.
been through some things in my life, but guess what? I'm here, I'm working, and the Father is so good to me.
That's amazing, bro. First, thank you for your service. So you were in the Marine?
Yes, Marine Corps, 20 years in the Marine Corps. I mean, went to boot camp out of Paris Island, South Carolina.
Wow.
Went from there to Barstow, California, then went from there over to um, training as an 0311 as a grunt, man. My career took off from there.
That's amazing. I know anybody that I've met that have gone to the military. Actually, one of my younger brothers in the Marine as well. That gone through the military, they have a certain level of discipline and mindset. So when did you cross over after the military to get into entrepreneurship?
When I retired, man, I mean, I retired 13 years ago. I'm sorry,
Mm,
14 years ago now. So in
wow.
2024, I wanted to do something for myself. I tried to work at this company called BNSF Railroad.
Uh-huh.
Found myself working 16 hours a day, 6 days.
Mm.
I didn't like that, brother. I didn't like that. So I was like, there's got to be something better for me that I can do for
Yeah.
myself so that I can actually make the income that I believe that I can actually make. So I founded a janitorial company and started cleaning toilets for a living.
Wow. Wait, hold on. Tell us more about that business. I didn't know you had that type of business. Tell us more about that. How did you, what was like, okay, I'm gonna start this company. What was that mindset like?
Honestly, I didn't know what to expect. I started a company
Okay.
with $34.41, a mop, a
Wow.
broom, a bucket, and a bottle of Pine Sol. So I started my business.
Wow.
And for 33 days, 34 days, I can remember, no one gave me an opportunity. No one
Mm,
did. And I remember one day I went to I got a phone call, weird phone call
yeah.
from Larry H. Miller Lexus in
Okay.
Spokane, Washington, and gave me a chance.
Wow.
And that chance grew to I had the dealership to the hospitals, and I was awarded the
Wow.
government's award for uh, I had over 200 veterans that worked for me at the time, so
That's
it took off.
amazing.
Yes,
Congratulations, man. I
thank
mean,
you.
think about it. There are people that start the business, they don't get anybody in the first 5 days, they quit. Right? You said you went the first month, nothing, and then you boom, you got your first big client. Tell us more about that because once you got that first big client and over a period of time, you were able to build a team of 200 veterans, right? How was that process? Why did you focus on hiring veterans? What was your mindset when you did that?
Discipline. I
Mm,
knew they would show up. I knew there was a lot of people wanting more for themselves as well. So it wasn't just for me, just looking for anybody. I was looking for a
yeah.
standard, and I had a standard from the Marine Corps. When I went in rough. I came out smooth, like a diamond. Like let's go to work, you know. And I was
Mm.
looking for people who wanted more out of life than just the mundane day-to-day activity of having a job.
Wow. Wow. Congratulations. That's amazing. Now take us further, right? Because after that, what you end up doing?
Ended up selling my company to a private equity company.
Congrats.
Of course, man. Netted me some decent money.
Mm.
Went on to go into the financial service industry. That's where I'm at right
Yeah.
now. So I founded my own
Nice.
insurance company. So here I am.
Wow. Congrats. I
Thank
love
you.
it, right? Being able to build something, package it, exit it, and now got something else going on. Tell us about the insurance industry because the insurance industry to me is massive, right? It's so much information out there. People talking about infinite banking, life insurance, term insurance, a lot of stuff people don't really understand because it's a different terminology being used. So maybe you can clear something up for us, right? Tell what the hell is term insurance when somebody's talking about, oh, you should get term insurance, or you should get whole life, or you should get IUL. Like, what are these things? Tell us what is that? What's
Okay,
good?
great, great. The reason why I got started in the financial service industry or the insurance industry was because during my time owning my cleaning company,
Yeah.
I had a 401k for my entire company. We was
Hmm.
being charged 30% in fees only.
Wow.
I want you to understand that. 30% in just fees.
Fees. That's
Fees.
insane.
And it was costing me so much. I was wondering, why isn't my people
Yeah.
earning more money? I'm matching it 6%. They putting the money in, and it just
Yeah.
wasn't jiving to me. So I went to Pack Life, I went to Transamerica, I went to Nationwide, these companies
Yeah.
that has this experience in financial business, right?
Yeah.
I was like, teach me what you know, what I'm missing. I'm missing
Mm.
something because we are all veterans.
Yeah.
We don't have much money. Most
Mm-hmm.
veterans, as you know, if you are a private or up to E5, most of you on welfare.
Mm.
People don't
Now,
realize that. Most of us on
what's
welfare.
E5? What's E5? What is
Sergeant,
that?
as a sergeant.
Okay,
Most of
gotcha.
up to E5, you actually, your wife probably is not working. She's probably having a part-time job at MWR. They're not making that much money, so they need
Mm.
assistance, which nothing's wrong with that. But it was
Yeah.
my job and my goal to make sure that I had a place where they can actually make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Also, they can actually save some money. When I
Yeah.
found out we paying 30% in fees, I was like, it's gotta be a better way.
That's insane.
Gotta be a better way.
So when you find out there needs to be a better way, you've already sold your business and you said, okay, I'm gonna start this insurance company and I want to do things differently,
Correct.
right? So tell us more about that process because it's not easy for anybody to just start an insurance company. There's like licenses you need to take.
Yes.
What does that look like for someone who, want to get into that business?
Wow. For me, I've been in the business now for 15 years. When I met you, I was just a
Yeah.
pup. I met you, I was a pup, like, oh, I'm a pup, right? So I've been in this for 15 years. What it taught me was one, I got to get licensed by the state, number one.
Mm,
There's no joke. I mean, you can go to jail, you can spend time in prison, you could be
mm,
fined 25,000, 10,000. And one size doesn't fit everybody.
yeah.
There's so many different products, so many mechanisms running through these products. You got to make sure that it actually fits that client. It's different between
Gotcha.
a fiduciary, financial advisor, certified planner, and an insurance agent. These are all different things, but most people think they are the same.
Okay, wait a second. Can you break down what these are? Now, this
Okay.
is super important because you go to Chamber of Commerce meeting, and all my business owners know this. You meet all those advisors, you think they're all the same.
No.
Apparently, there's several different ones. Can you break down each of them? What are they?
A financial advisor is certified. It's a certified professional. I mean, you
Okay,
went to special classes, you took these special classes to be certified through the board. A board
gotcha.
certifies you as a certified financial professional. That's what you are, sir.
Okay,
That's what you are. Number two, as a fiduciary, it is your obligation to do what's best in the client's interest,
got
not
it.
yours. At all times, you are obligated. Now you are obligated because you're a fiduciary. It's different.
Yeah.
Being an insurance person, you have obligations there, but it's like the wild, wild west.
Mm, I get it now. So you want, if you're a business owner, you want to work with someone that is fiduciary. That means they're financially responsible. So they're focusing on your best interest.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So you
Okay.
got everybody is licensed. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
we have certain extra credentials that separates us. So
Gotcha.
I'm not saying that a regular insurance person is bad. That's not what I'm saying.
Nah,
But what
okay.
I am saying is this: if you're looking for someone who's going to have your best interests at heart, these are things you should be looking for and actually move forward and getting your financial burdens taken care of.
Now let's go further into that, right? Because, a lot of people are getting into that industry because it's super lucrative. Which is nothing wrong with it. That's great. Now, if you were a small business owner, you're just starting out your business, so you've been building it for about 5, 10 years, and you being approached by all these guys, you don't know how to differentiate who is the best one for you. What are like the top 2 or 3 things you should pay attention to, or even ask them to determine, okay, this is the guy I want to work with?
First and foremost, you listen to them very
Okay.
closely. Who's trying to sell you versus who's trying to educate you?
Oh, tell us more about that. That's
Okay.
that's interesting.
When I sit down with any client, I don't take on
Hmm.
everybody because I have a choice who I want to work with or not. Just like a
Yeah.
business owner has a choice of who or she or he wants to work with or not, right?
Yeah.
It is my job to sit down with you to see what is your foundation, how is your foundation actually looking? That means
Gotcha.
I'm gonna sit down with you, I'm gonna do a financial needs analysis with you from A to Z. It may
Hmm.
take me 24 to 48 hours to do this financial needs analysis on you, depending on
Yeah.
what your business purposes are and what your personal preferences are.
Hmm.
My job is not to sell you anything. My job is to educate you so that you can make the decision on what's needed for your business and your family.
Gotcha, gotcha. So if somebody's just pushing products, they're gonna come in and just say, "Oh, you should get this, this, and this," not do a full analysis to figure out what are the best thing for you.
Correct, because it takes time. I mean, when you're doing research on something, it's like example of research I mean by research is, let's say
Yeah,
we've been researching cancer for the last 50, 60 years of as we can known about cancer, each
yeah,
type of
yeah, yeah.
cancer, right? And we still haven't found a cure for that,
Mm-hmm.
supposedly. Now, when someone sits down with you in business to try to find out a financial needs analysis on you about your business and about your personal life, it takes time to figure it
Mm,
out
yeah,
because you are different than Candy. Candy
yeah,
is
yeah,
different
yeah.
from John. It takes time for that to happen, and then we get back together, and it's my job to recommend to you what's needed, but also it has checks and balances with this well.
Gotcha, gotcha. I like that. I like that. So, let's go a bit further, right? I'm glad
Okay.
you break down the differences. Now, let's talk more about the different products that people are always pushing. Uh,
Okay.
term life insurance. What
Great.
is that exactly?
You have two
What is
different types of
term?
term. You have two different types of term insurance.
Okay.
I know most people gonna look at your podcast and say Dr. Burns is wrong. I'm actually right. You have term life insurance that has living
Okay.
benefits and term life insurance that doesn't have living benefits. That's why I said it's two types. Okay.
Gotcha.
But the
Okay.
term is still the same 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Some go up to 40 years of term. Okay.
Okay.
But there's two different ones. You want the more of a living benefits or you want this pure term insurance with just death benefit.
Gotcha. Okay, so there's one with death benefits and there's one with living benefits.
Living
Like
benefits, yes.
what are those living benefits and why would somebody get that instead of the death benefits?
Great. Here's the breakdown of this. Let's say someone got cancer.
Mm-hmm.
That is a terminal illness.
Yeah.
The policy would pay you out 90% of that terminal illness rider. So if you had a million, you get paid $900,000 of that
While
rider
they're alive.
while you're alive.
Gotcha. So that's the
Because
living benefits.
it's a living benefit for it.
Got
Versus
it.
you have to wait till you pass away to get the $1 million. You already gone. Your
Got it.
family is gonna get the death benefit of that, while you could have been taking care of your final needs while you were
Yeah.
still operating, and your wife or your husband could be sitting back and having you at home with them while you go through this terminal transition.
Yeah.
They're with you instead of being worried about paying the house note, the
Mm.
car, the kids' college,
Because
the
these has been
lifestyle's
taken
gone.
care of.
These are living
Understood.
benefits while you're living, not when you're gone.
Wow, that's huge. I mean, think about for business owners, because you deal with a lot of business owners all the time. What
Yes.
do you think is important for business owners to know when it comes to, life insurance, period? Because that's an area that you get a lot of product pushed on you, but not a lot of people explaining to you or really educating you on, what you should be focusing on.
Key purchase insurance.
What does that mean? Tell us more
It's
about
what it
that.
means. Let's say you're the CEO of your company right now.
Yeah.
So when you pass away, you should be looking for a new CEO to take your place.
Mm-hmm.
So your company still have to be operational while you're gone. So if you
Mm.
have key person insurance, guess what? Now your company has time to look for a new CEO, and money still coming in from the death benefit of that key person insurance while the
Wow.
company's still operating. Because you just don't want to put anybody in that spot. You want to take
Yeah.
your time, put the right person because you left a legacy behind. You want to make sure the legacy is going forward to the next level in your life, not when the company passes away, it passes away with you.
I like that. That's huge. That's not
Yes.
something a lot of people talk about, you
90%
know.
of 90% of business owners do not have key person insurance. They have life
So,
insurance, but not key person.
yeah. So when should a business owner even think about getting key person insurance?
For me,
Mm-hmm.
I got key person insurance day one because I
Okay.
knew in my mind where I want my company to go to.
Gotcha.
I normally sit down with a person after they're in their second or third year when they made it between 100 and $250,000, and we can
Yeah.
actually help scale that business because the company is the one that's paying for this insurance, not the person itself.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Got it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's so now it's considered some form of company expense, I guess.
It is. Exactly. Or a company executive plan.
Ah, okay. Okay.
That's how you're going to
Now,
retain your employees if you have that in there with it.
so let's take it a step further, right? With the key per no, 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 I like this. This is good stuff, man. With
Okay.
the key person insurance, let's say you get that, would you
Mhm.
also recommend, and it varies based on the person in their cases, right?
Correct.
That they're also, because I've seen people do this where they'll also get life insurance for the different employees within their company as well.
Yes. It's called group insurance.
Okay.
And you can get that. You can get group insurance for $2.50 per employee up to $50,000. I do it every day.
What?
Like
No, no.
let's say you have 200 employees, right?
Yeah.
They can get all group insurance depending upon the census that we get between the ages of 18 to 60 years old, right? Census.
Mm.
250 for $2.50, they can get up to $50,000 life insurance to the
You're
company.
telling me all you need is about $2.50 a day or to 50 cents a month
For them,
to get.
yep,
Got it. So you have you're growing a business. Let's say you
correct.
have 10 people, 20, 30
Yes.
people, right? You go and get that group insurance, plus you
Mhm,
have key insurance. And if you're getting up in age and you're thinking about retiring,
mhm.
um, doesn't that solidify your business even more if you're like, hey, maybe I want to exit out of it?
Correct. That's why there is an exit strategy with that. So we
Mm,
deal with not just insurance, but retirement plans as well. No one, people really don't realize that how powerful insurance can be for your business. They just think it's just for the individual person. And
yeah,
most people think that life insurance carries on with them after they leave their job. That's not actually true because you need your own life insurance because it doesn't carry along with you after you leave your job. When you retire, your health insurance does in most cases now,
yeah.
but your life insurance does not. And it puts people behind the eight ball when they retire without life insurance because they're older, they have more
Mm-hmm.
health issues, and they can't
Yep.
afford life insurance when they get it because it's just too high, too much.
You know, it's funny you said that because with a lot of people that work 9 to 5s, you ask them, hey, do you have life insurance? They're like, yeah, yeah, I got it through my job.
Yes.
Now realizing, if that job lets you go, that coverage is gone. You know
Yes,
what I
because
mean?
most people don't realize that we've been taught in our society that our jobs going to take care of us. We've been taught that if we put in 30 years, we should get 30 years out of our job, and our pension should be there, our retirement should be there. That's not the case. We're in 2024.
Yeah.
Tomorrow you can be a billionaire, and the next day you can be on the street broke,
Mm-hmm.
and you have nothing. And you're
Mm.
wondering what happened to my 401k? Well, it really wasn't there. It was just in the air somewhere. And most people don't even know how to read their perspective. 85% of Americans can't read the perspectives.
What's a perspective?
Where your money's going, where your money's allocated to, what's your options, what stocks do you actually have? Do you have A shares? Do you have B shares? Most Americans don't even know what they have. And they don't know exactly how much they're paying for their options, for those shares, if they're A's or B shares.
Whoa, let's go back because I think that no, 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 this is valuable conversation, right? Because you think about, you paying for life insurance coverage for years, but
Yeah.
then you don't really know what's in it, or you have some investment, you're like, yeah, my investment guy got me, but you have no idea what's going on in there. So how do people go about even finding their perspective, and what they should they be looking into when they're looking at this?
Don't laugh at me, but I'm pretty sure you've done it once or twice in your life. You get this thing coming in the mail from Fidelity or from some big firm, right?
Yep.
You get it, it says, "Oh, retirement funds." You take it and you put it on your desk or
That's
inside your
it.
desk. You never look at it again.
Yep. That's exactly what happens to
And then you go into
99%
panic,
of us.
and you go into panic mode when you see someone says recession,
Mm,
depression. Now you
hmm.
pull out everything, trying to read everything and trying to find out, and you call your broker because now you became broker. You can't find him or her.
Mm.
You
Wow.
caught that, right? When you call your
Yeah.
broker, because you became broker, you can't find your advisor because
Yeah.
they're gone.
Wow. That's insane, man. Wow. I'm looking at the time is we're gonna have to have you come back just for a second round to talk
Okay.
about that piece because I think that's something huge that a lot of people don't know about. So, you've been in business for a very long time. What has
Yes.
been some of the lessons you've learned? What is that one small biz tips you can share, or two or three, with all the business owners that are listening to this, that you think can help them?
Number one, make a choice.
Okay. What do you
Make a
mean?
choice. If you're going to be the person in this business, make a choice. It's going to be 10, 15 years. Make that choice.
Mm,
Make a change. The same person that doesn't own a business now, wanted to be an entrepreneur, understand now you have to kill everything you eat.
mm-hmm.
If you don't kill it, you can't eat it. That means it's
That's
gone.
true. Yeah.
Take a chance on yourself. Bet
Mm,
on you. Because guess what? Fortune 500 companies are betting on you. They hire the best
mm-hmm.
of the best. Why don't you hire the best of the best?
Mm. That's a bar right there.
Oh my God, I should be a rapper, right?
I
So
mean, shit, you're dropping bars like crazy.
become consistent.
Okay.
Most of us are not consistent. We give it, like you said, 30 days, 3, 4, 5
Yeah.
days, a year, 2 years. It doesn't work. We quit on it, right?
Yeah.
The second you quit, all you do is move to your left or to your right. It would have struck gold, but you just stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Does it make sense? You have to be consistent. And the last one I'm gonna tell anyone for me is to be patient with yourself.
Mm.
That's one thing that people don't give themselves is patience, man. I mean, if you think about it for a second, I don't think Elon Musk would have became Elon Musk if he wasn't patient.
That's
I don't
true.
think I would have became Dr. Burns if I wasn't patient.
Yeah.
So if we give ourselves a chance to be patient, it is so easy in today's world to become a great entrepreneur or entrepreneur, but get with someone who understands what you're trying to go through and get there with them and be mentored for them. And most of all, just be patient. You got it.
I love it. I love it. How do people get in touch with you, Dr. Burns? If they want to talk to you, work with you, just be around you. Like, how do they do that?
Well, here's an easy way to contact me. Just call me
Okay.
414 two
Hmm.
four one 3233,
Say that
or you can
again.
414 241 3233, or give me follow me on Instagram, Dr. Edward Burns Jr.
Awesome, guys. He just gave you so many gems. You better go follow Dr. Burns, reach out to him. His team can help you. Thank you for coming in, brother. Appreciate you.
No, thank you so much.